Yeah, I mean, that was the difference. That first half, when we got a good look, or got a shot off, we got really good looks and we're shooting a high percentage. And then we just kept shooting ourselves in the foot by turning the ball over. And then that put stress on our defense also. So once we were able to, kind of settle in and just make the easy play and get comfortable doing that, we were able to take off and build a pretty big lead.
And 7 guys in double figures tonight as well. Just how much of a balanced attack and team win was this as well?
Yeah, I mean, that's who we aim to be every night. We feel like we have so many guys that can contribute in so many different ways. And our guys don't mind sharing. And I think that's the most important thing is, one guy, if somebody else is open or somebody's hot, they don't mind getting them the ball. And again, that makes us hard to guard.
Sarr had a couple mid-range jumpers tonight, and he's been taking that mid-range jumper a bit more this season and making more of them. Just how have you seen his comfort grow from there, and how has that opened his game up a bit as well?
I mean, it changes a lot for him because the shot is basically make or miss, right? When he elevates that way, there's nothing the defense can do, and it's just a matter of him, making it or missing it. It's not like, some other shots that can be contested or, he has to change because he's so elite at getting to that spot, and then obviously he can reach levels that other guys can't get to get a clean look at it. So it's something that he's been working on a ton, started working on it this summer, and it was something we wanted him to continue to do more of, and now he's trusting it and getting to that spot.
We spent the last 24 hours talking about Isaiah Stewart's defense, but what can you share about his offense, especially the production he had tonight?
Again, another guy that's versatile. He can space the floor. Obviously, he made, his threes tonight, which puts a different presence out there. He can attack the offensive glass when he has advantages. So there's just so many different things that you can do with him, so many different places you can put him. He can make the above the break three, the corner three. So it just changes the spacing on the floor. And sometimes, like tonight, teams decide they want to leave him open, and he's got the ability to knock it down and make them pay.
Another solid night for Jaden Ivey, 10 points off the bench. He's showing versatility too, bringing the ball up the floor, doing the dirty work with rebounding. Kind of talk about what you've seen from him, even in his minute restriction so far.
Yeah, I mean, again, it's continued growth. And I can't say it enough, and I probably have, but what he's doing is difficult. To go, like I said, 11 months without playing in an NBA game and then coming back and having to play at NBA speed in the middle of the season, it's just not easy. But, again, he's a guy who's embraced the challenge. He's going out there competing with his teammates. His teammates love having him out there. It may take a little bit of time. And also the minute restriction isn't easy on him, right? And trying to play in just small doses, trying to catch a rhythm and find a rhythm. But I think he's doing a great job of it. He made big shots for us in the fourth quarter to help us kind of stretch that lead out. So you see the confidence coming back in all of his abilities and seeing the work pay off.
Y'all are 4-1 on the second night of back-to-backs now. Last season through 5, you were 1-4. Is there anything different going into the preparation, or is that kind of just the maturation?
No, I mean, you win 19 games, out of 24. I think that's going to happen a little bit more for you. But no, it's the same thing. But our guys they just understand who they are. And, to our comments, earlier in the years, our guys are willing to do hard things. And back-to-backs in this league are not easy. And winning in this league isn't easy. So our guys are just willing to do the gritty, nasty things on back-to-back nights that you have to do in order to be successful that some other teams just don't want to do.
Duncan Robinson's someone who obviously gets attention offensively, but I've noticed he's made a lot of hustle plays defensively. What does that speak to his effort and just the overall buy-in, putting his body on the line for charges and making effort plays?
Yeah, he wants to help the team. And I think that's what he's trying to do. Is it doesn't matter how, whether, you talk about, everybody talks about his offense, but he knows while he's out there, he can impact the defensive end of the floor as well with the effort, taking charges. But he's extremely intelligent and knows how to get in passing lanes, gets his hands on balls and deflections and those types of things. But he's willing to do whatever it takes to help this team win. And that's why we appreciate him so much. All right, appreciate y'all. Have a good night.